Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hometown Highlights, part of the What's Up Wilford Network. I'm Talora Bennett, and today I'm joined by one of our favorite faces here at the library, Miss Bookie, our children's librarian. Thank you so much for being here
Well,
today.
thanks for inviting me.
Summer is always one of our busiest and most exciting time at the library. We just wrapped up another summer reading program, and I wanted to take a few minutes to look back on how everything went. Miss Bookie, from your perspective, what made this year's program so special?
Gosh, how do we narrow that down to just one thing? Well, we kicked off our summer with a huge event with dinosaurs. That was our first program, the first Thursday in, I think it was, I don't remember when, but early in June. And the high school hosted us. And that was super fun. Their auditorium is an amazing facility. So, the William Henry Childers Foundation honors the memory of Henry every year. And last year, they sponsored these amazing dinosaurs that, I haven't seen any dinosaurs, but they look like you might think dinosaurs really look. So, they sponsored that event for us again this year. And we were so happy to have that and to celebrate Henry's memory. That was awesome. We had, gosh, I think 350 people that came to that. So that kicked off our summer in a big way. And then we had other programs every Thursday at the schools. Tulare, we have a great partnership with our school system here. And the superintendent is so supportive, and all the principals are, so we can have programs in the schools that we couldn't host in the library.
One of my favorite parts of summer reading is seeing kids get excited about reading. Why do you think programs like summer reading is so important for children and families?
Well, you can look at it from a lot of ways. You can look at it from the research and the classroom and the summer slide, which is proven in terms of data that if your child doesn't read during the summer, they will lose proficiency, grade level proficiency. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you ask any teacher and they'll say, oh, yeah, we can tell who read during the summer. And it doesn't matter what you read. It doesn't matter if you listen to audiobooks. It doesn't matter if a big brother or sister's reading to a little one or you read together every night before bed, as long as you're reading. Um, so it's so important to have for that academically. Plus, we offer so many great social things. We have wonderful resources at the library. We're not just books, we have games, puzzles, trucks. We have our kits that you can take home that kiddos like to play with when they're in the library. We have our iPads and computers for kids. We served lunch every day this summer. Actually, we're still doing it this last week of July. So, summer reading is great because it provides a lot of social activities for kids in the summer. It puts books in their hands. And then when we have our story times and other programs, we'll always offer books and other sort of materials to supplement that. So it just all comes together. It's a real synthesis of all the good stuff getting even better.
And what's something that surprised you about this year's summer reading program?
Gosh, I'd like to say nothing ever surprises me after 17 years of doing it. I guess it's just the good surprises of just continuing to see so many faces that come to the library. There was one surprise to Laura, was that I continue to see people who'd say, we didn't know you had this at the library, which makes me a little sad because we don't want to be the best kept secret in Woodford County. But when families would say, oh, we saw your calendar online and we started coming, what a joy that was for them and for me.
And your storytime programs, they've been doing really good.
Oh my
New
gosh.
faces.
They have been so busy. I think we had almost 50 for our toddlers program the other day. And it is new faces, and everybody's welcome to come. New friends that have been coming for a long time, we love to see coming back, new families. We have a lot of grandparents and caregivers that come. So it's open to anybody, and we have a really good time, and we get the shaker eggs out, and we do our shaker egg songs, and we do our march down the street songs. So, it is a lot of fun. So if when the grown-ups come, that might cut out some of their time. They have to spend at the gym because they're marching around with us at the library.
So I know this isn't new, but for someone who wasn't able to participate this summer, what would you want them to know about the program?
Well, we're going to have it as far as I know, we'll
Ever
have it
so.
in perpetuity. Actually, next summer, we already know that the theme for next summer is related to mysteries. So
Hmm.
think of all the fun things we can do with that. That could even be cool things like, mysteries in a cave or locked room mysteries or who knows. Um, but I want people to know we do have great programs all summer long and we have them throughout the year.
Hmm.
Now we're taking off this week and next week to sort of regroup after a busy, busy summer and to prepare for a busy fall. But just look at the calendar online or come in and pick one up. But every week we have programs for babies, toddlers, and preschool kids. And then on Fridays, we have an open program called Friends and Fun, which is really for anybody. We started having that. It's at 10:30 on Friday mornings for caregivers that said we'd love something where our kiddos could just come play,
Hmm.
and we could bring a cup of coffee from the Amston and visit and watch our kids. They're contained, they're having fun, and we have some opportunities to chat as adults.
Even though summer reading has wrapped up, we have another exciting opportunity coming to the library that's sure to keep families learning and having fun. Science and Play2Go is returning to the library. For anyone who isn't familiar, can you tell us a little about what it is?
I am so excited about this. So, 10 years ago, the Woodford County Library was the first library in the state to benefit from this traveling science exhibit. It's from the Kentucky Science Center in Louisville. And they realized that not everybody could get to Louisville to visit their amazing exhibit. So they got a grant and developed this $250,000. It's a big deal.
Hmm.
Traveling exhibit. So we were the first library to host it, and we thought, well, there's 120 counties in Kentucky, probably won't get to have it back. And they contacted us this year, and we jumped on it. We were so thrilled to be offered that again. So it'll start September 19th officially, and it'll run till right after Christmas. And it'll be comprised of a lot of different play areas. We'll have those big blue blocks that we have at the library now. We purchased those after the science program last year because every last not last time, sorry, because everybody loved those blocks. We'll have a bigger set of those. We'll have a huge light bright. We'll have a ball fall thing where you put things on a Velcro wall and the balls fall through. It's tunnels and tubes and all sorts of cool stuff. And lots of other neat things, including a little fun cash register and
I love
checkout
that.
baskets. That'll be so fun. So that starts September 19th.
And why is hands on play so important for young children?
Well, that's the way they learn. Kiddos don't need to be sitting at a desk doing a worksheet. They need to be interacting with other children. And one of the things that'll be in the SIP to go, as we call it, Science and Play to Go program, they're called loose parts. So it's big tables with bunches of yellow pieces, like they're trapezoids and rectangles and all the stuff, so they can sort and they can play and they can learn, oh, these match, these are the same shape but they're different colors. Just that's the way kiddos learn, is through that. Is their work. Play is their work, as Maria Montessori said.
And who would you say it's designed for? The program is designed for?
It's really designed for everybody. I reached out to Dr. Jones several months ago in hopes that we could have funding for our students to come visit on school buses, and I think that's in the works, which will be really great because we'll be able to have field trips. So it's really designed for everybody, whether you've got a 5-year-old, a little teeny that wants to come and crawl around on the big blue blocks, the older kids. You would learn as they're building with these big blue blocks or with the ball fall or sorting or whatever. They're learning in ways that they may not realize. It's fun. They don't really realize it's like, oh, it's not like a classroom. So they're learning in a different way. You kind of sneak that knowledge in there.
It's such a unique opportunity because families don't have to travel far to experience this kind of interactive exhibit. It's right here at our library. What are you most looking forward to once it opens?
Well, just so people know a couple things, it won't be anything that you have to make an appointment. You can come anytime that the library's open and participate in Science and Play to Go. So when we open at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, you can be there with your children ready to play, and you can stay, till lunchtime, walk across the street and go to the corner drug and have a big chocolate milkshake. So it'll be open to anybody all the time. And we will have field trips. It also, if people are listening and they say, "Oh, I have a little at-home daycare with my 5 children that I take care of there." They can contact us. They can reach out to me at the library and we can set up something just for them to come play. But it's open all the time to everybody. I think adults will have a good time building and playing and inventing with it. It's a wonderful opportunity. And we are very flattered to have been offered it again.
And for those who want to get in contact with you, what's your email address?
It's B. Wilson at woodfordlibrary.org. And it is easiest to reach me by email to Laura. I'm in and out so much. We visit the schools and we're out delivering books to teachers. So that's the easiest way to reach me. And I look forward to hearing from people if they have any questions.
Before we wrap up, we'd love to hear from our community. Summer reading is one of our biggest programs each year, and we're always looking for ways to make it even better. If you participated this summer, or even if there's something you've always wanted to see, please let us know. What kind of programs would you like us to offer? What activities did your family enjoy most? Is there something new you'll love to see next year? You can reach out to us through our social media pages, give us a call, stop by the library, or talk with one of our staffs. Your feedback helps us create the best possible experience for our patrons. Miss Bookie, thank you so much for joining me today and for everything you do for our children and families. Thanks for listening to another episode of Hometown Highlights. Be sure to visit the library to experience Science and Play2Go coming soon. Check out all of our upcoming programs and keep reading all year long. We'll see you next time.